We're in Holyoke, Massachusetts, now in South Holyoke, and we're visiting the Precious Blood Church campus. The church might be gone, but there's still many buildings around that form that campus. This is the back of the old convent. This was actually used to be a public school, so when we get to the front, I'll tell you about it. But it's now Kate's Kitchen, and since about 1980, the Providence Ministries have taken over a lot of these buildings, and this is one of them. Now, what we're going to do is point out things that aren't there and things that are there. So the next thing is not there anymore, but this parking lot used to be the boys' school for Precious Blood. The Precious Blood Boys' School built in 1881 was enormous. It went from one sidewalk almost to the next sidewalk and almost the length of the parking lot. It was gigantic. And it at its height had 800 Catholic boys going to it, from grades K to grade 8. And then the girls joined them. And so it held many classrooms. It was by far the biggest Catholic school in Holyoke. And then what you also see from here is the rectory. The Precious Blood Rectory. We'll go over there for one of our stops, but the back is gorgeous. The front is gorgeous. It's overall an absolutely beautiful building. Now alongside it used to be the church, and there's a sad story to both the churches that were here, and I'll tell you about that. But we want to walk to the front. Now along the side is an addition that was put on to the convent, so it's not the real old school art convent.
We're gonna have to go.
Okay, now we're in the front of what was at first a public school. This is the only pre-1900 public school left in Holyoke. All the rest have been taken down. This is ancient. This is 1868 that was built. Remember, that is over 155 years old. And it looks it, but it's in great shape. There used to be a bell tower on the very top metal. That was taken down. Else, you're looking at the original school. Now, at some point, they gave up on it, the public school system, and the Precious Blood Church bought it for a convent. And that happened around 1935 or so, and the nuns moved in here off of Cabot Street, and they changed it into a beautiful convent for all the nuns who were on the side in the 1950s, added an addition. Now if you go inside there, it's still a residential. It's now the Loretta House, our house for men that have trouble with alcohol or drugs. And in the basement is Kate's Kitchen. So this is a very, very beautiful building in Holyoke. Sadly, not many people know it's here because it's in a deprived neighborhood and it's on one of its back streets. Now, we're gonna look at this park right here behind us. And the reason why, it might be a park now, it's called Vega Park, but if you had come out here around 100 years ago, you would have found another school. Sure, there was a Park Street School for kindergarten and 3rd grade, but for 4th grade up to 8th grade, there was behind us the Hamilton Street School. And that lasted only for about 60 years because at some point they sold it off to the Precious Blood campus also, and it became the Precious Blood High School. It's long gone, but I have a picture of it on my webpage. Precious Blood High School closed in 1971, and they changed it all. They changed into the Holy Catholic High School, and from that point on, this South Holyoke started to decay because there was less and less people coming down here. All right, one more place I gotta show you. And I can show you the Park Street School. If you had come out here in 1868, sure, there was a front of the building, but there was also sides, doors on the sides of the building. And there was a door once here. It was probably where the middle two windows are, and that's why they're very different. Notice all the other ones are flat and they're a little different here. They were taken out when it was changed over to convent. You didn't need them here. So that's one little subtle difference of what has happened here. Well, thank you for coming on this beautiful Crestwood stop.